Good day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Doomwaves here, and today is going to be an odd video. First and foremost, I want to thank all of my subscribers. I recently hit 300. Yay, 300. Very cool. As most would say in this situation, I started this channel, with just wanting to just make videos for the heck of it, and I never actually thought that I would, make tons of friends and be able to talk video games about so many people, or with so many people. So I just would really like to thank each and every one of you that continue to watch my mundane ramblings, and yeah, I'm moving forward from here with not very big plans. More of the same is what you can kind of expect from the channel. But I think most of you will take comfort in that. So thanks again. So today, I don't know, I tossed around the idea of doing something special for 300 subs. My first milestone, when I hit 100 subs, I did a little contest giveaway, which was actually just about a year ago. And so that was pretty cool, but I'm not really interested in doing another contest, simply because I just don't have anything I want to give away, and it was kind of a pain in the butt. But it was fun though. I'm glad that I did it, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to do another one anytime soon. And for 200, I just kind of nonchalantly, 200 subs kind of came and went. I wasn't really paying that close of attention, so what I ended up doing was just like a music review. It was right after Daft Punk's Random Access Memories came out, so I had been listening to the album constantly, and just did a quick little album review while I was in the car. Once again, not a big deal, but it was a lot of fun, and I had some pretty positive feedback for that. So I think this time what I want to do, I've seen some other people do this. Recently, Dustin Christ hit 1,000 subs, and he did one of these, and my buddy Crack Lotus hit 50 subs and did one of these. So I think I'm going to do a Q&A kind of a video if anyone is interested in that. I will say though, for mine, I will just kind of omit questions that are completely unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, you can ask me questions, about personal things, or things about games or music or movies or whatever. You can ask whatever you want. But if you're being a douchebag, I probably will omit your question, unless you're joking or something like that. And I know you, and I know you're joking or something like that. I'm not going to ask I'm not going to answer any like super personal questions or anything like that. So use your better judgment, and if you're a troll, then just know that you're probably not even going to get answered, and I'll probably just end up erasing the comment anyway. So with that said, I really look forward to answering some of your questions. I don't know how long I'll let this video kind of steep with questions. Probably, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm not really in a rush to get it done. So with that said, actually, so there you go. This is your invitation to ask me some questions for a 300 sub Q&A video to be announced. So last section of this video, I actually wanted to talk about a game. It is not something that I've beaten, actually. It was something that a game that really surprised me. This is kind of a not really a response, but somewhat of a response to a question that on one of Crack Lotus's videos, on his Q&A, someone asked the question, what was a game that you didn't really care about when you picked it up, and then it really ended up surprising you. Well, actually, this just happened to me tonight, and we'll rewind a little bit. Back this summer, I picked up a small lot of GameCube games at a garage sale. They had a GameCube there, and and I wasn't that interested in the system itself because I have one, and their controllers were kind of crappy. So I was just like, you know what? Can I just buy the games from you? You know, can I just buy this small stack of games? And she's like, yeah, sure. So I ended up walking away with like 5 games, I think, for like right on. I want to say I paid like between 10 and $20. I don't know, but there wasn't like a crazy like game in there, like super rare or expensive. The most expensive one would have been Kirby's Air Ride, and it was disc only anyway. But this game was in that lot. Bionicle Heroes. Now I'm not I'm not well versed on the Bionicle stuff at all. I mean, I know it's like a Lego series that, you know, a Lego playsets, and I know it had a show and maybe some movies and things like that. But I don't follow it at all. I don't care about it, and I never have, because I think it had started to come out, you know, on the tail end of when I would have been kind of interested in that stuff anyway. So I just never got into it. And as far as this game goes, when I got it in that lot, I actually thought it was like a 3D fighting game or something like that. So I just kind of shelved it. You know, I really wasn't that interested, and it's been on my trade list for a while if anybody wanted it. But then for some reason I just decided to look up some gameplay. I think it was last week, and I was like, it was kind of not what I was expecting. It was kind of a over-the-shoulder third-person shooter. It was kind of strange. And then, sure enough, I put the game in tonight, played for about an hour, and this is a really kind of cool third-person shooter, but it also takes a lot from the regular, from the proper Lego games. I don't know. You can play as multiple different Bionicle characters, each one with a different kind of a gun. There's like this green one here. They all have names, but I don't know what they are. This green one here has, you know, like your standard just like rifle, and then there's one that has like a fireball, one that has like a sticky bomb, one that's like a machine gun, flame machine gun, and there's one that has like a water beam and stuff like that. There's all these different Bionicles, and the way you switch between them is you actually pick up masks, and like you can switch between the masks, which then switches between the guns. So you go through, and it's got some minor puzzle solving, you know, because certain masks you need that power to do certain things around the stages, and then you blow up, you know, shoot, you kill the enemies, and you can blow up things, you know, destroy things, and it, you know, Lego pieces pop out, and you collect those Lego pieces. Very similar to like the Lego games or like Ratchet and Clank, where you pick up the nuts and bolts. It's very similar to that. And then, I don't know, you run around kind of through the stages and fight enemies, and then you fight bosses, and then you make it to the end of the levels, and then you go back to this hub world that's very similar, very reminiscent of a like a Gauntlet Dark Legacy or Gauntlet Legends, you know, where you kind of got a hub, and then you go into each level until you fight a boss, and then you come out, and then you go to the next hub. So it's really, really interesting. It's got some you know, Gauntlet and Ratchet and Clank and third-person shooter and Lego elements all kind of rolled into one, and it's really kind of awesome. I really enjoyed just the hour and 15 minutes that I played of this game. Yeah, I mean, I think this, I don't know yet, and I don't know for sure, you know, because I haven't beaten the game yet, but I really think that this falls into the kind of hidden gems on the GameCube. And I'm not really big on using that term because, for one, I don't have that many GameCube games. I've got like 5 GameCube games, and yeah, so I really do think, though, that this is this falls into that category because I never hear anybody talk about this game. Who would have thought Bionicle? I mean, and like I thought it was like a 2D or a 3D fighting game, like a tournament fighting game. So I really wasn't that interested in it. But now that I've gotten started with it, I think I'm going to stick with it and play it for a while and see where it ends up. Now, is it the greatest game ever? No, absolutely not. There are some control issues. For one, you kind of do all of your character control with the left joystick, which is nice. It's fine. And then the C control stick, this little yellow one, kind of controls your camera, but it just doesn't work like you think it should. It's not like it doesn't work quite like a regular third-person or even first-person shooter where you can kind of move with this one, you strafe left and right and go forward and then kind of change your look with this one. It doesn't really work that way. When you press left, your character still turns left. So you don't even need to use this to do that. And you can make the character strafe, but then you have to hold down the Z button, which is kind of awkward. I'm not that big a fan of the Z button on the GameCube controller. I don't know. I feel almost like the strafe, if the strafe was with the L and R buttons, like I could strafe left and strafe right like that, that would be make more sense. But you can't customize the controls, which kind of sucks, but I get it, whatever. And your A button is your shooting, and your X and Y buttons are for activating the abilities to like control like bigger Bionicle mech things. And then the L and R buttons switch between the masks, similar to like a next weapon, previous weapon kind of buttons. That's what they do. And yeah, and as far as I can tell, the D-pad, the standard D-pad doesn't do anything, which is fun. But yeah, it's kind of cool, and I can't imagine. I don't know for sure. Maybe this is already classified as a hidden gem, and it's way up there in price. I highly doubt it. But I'm gonna say that this game is worth picking up for pretty cheap if you can find it, just to try it out, or just go and watch some gameplay footage or something, because it's actually kind of a cool game, especially if you like the standard Lego games, or if you're a fan, a mild fan of those, or even a mild fan of like the Ratchet and Clank games, because I think it has a lot more in common with those games than first anticipated. That's, I don't know, it's kind of bizarre, but yeah, I think it's worth checking out. So, Bionicle Heroes on the GameCube. I don't know if it's on anything else. I was looking up some stuff online. It might be on the 360 also. It seems weird for it to go from GameCube to 360, but I don't know. It might also be on the PlayStation 2 / original Xbox. I have no idea. I have it on the GameCube surely by accident. It was at a garage sale, and I just happened to pick up a small stack of games. Same stack of games. I got like Kirby's Air Ride, Chronicles of Narnia, I Ninja. Oh my god. Oh, and X-Men Legends. Yeah. I mean, that X-Men Legends was pretty cool. I actually traded off Air Ride, so I don't have that anymore. But it was kind of a cool game too. So anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to say for Bionicle. But I want to remind you that, yes, I did in fact say that I am going to do a Q&A just for grins, just to be trendy, just to be cool, because everyone else is doing it, so that's what I'm going to do. But I kind of like doing things like that anyway, so, it was kind of a no-brainer. It's like, hey, 300 subs, in lieu of a contest, or a special discussion, let's do a Q&A, and then we'll see where we get from there. I'm actually like 302 right now. I've had, kind of a flood of subscribers in the last couple of weeks. Like 10 is a flood for me, which is nuts. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching, and yeah, that's it. Doomwaves out.